Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am your host, Charles Stewart, along with the first co host that they have for the show. We co host the show together, and I'm honored to have in the studio with me this morning uh, the Reverend and added to all the things she done in the world. She is the new councilwoman in the great city of Kenner. She been newly elected there, and we're so proud that she took time out of her busy schedule to come and be on the show with me today. You know, we haven't did this show in over a year. It's been a 1 year and about, I want to say about 16 or 17 days since we did this show because of COVID and all the other stuff done happened. What that Hurricane Ida came through, and so we've been on hold, but we still the same. We still love this community, and we love the people of Jefferson Parish. We love the people throughout this country. So we thank God that He kept us and He let us be able to start the show. This is our first show, as I was saying. The co-host was the Reverend Dr. Anthony Williams, which he no longer with us. He is gone on to be with the Lord. So certainly I know those. I've talked to many people. They asked me about him, and I know a lot of us miss him. But as life go on, we always believe that they say God don't make no mistakes.
No, he don't.
So whatever He does, we just count on it that He bless us to see what He going to do in our life. Again, I'm happy to be back, and I'm so happy to have in the studio with me Councilwoman Dee Dunn. So I want her to come in her own way right now to reintroduce herself to the people. We know she don't need no introduction. She always look beautiful, gorgeous. She always perfectional in everything that she do. But out of all the great things that she done did in life, y'all know she done sat on many boards. On Jefferson Parish board, I don't have to go through naming all of them, but she have quite a resume. But she done added on to her resume as councilwoman in District 1 in Kenner. So we happy to have her, Reverend Dunn.
Good morning. Good morning. Charles, it is a honor to be back and to co-host with you today in the Church Without Walls. It was a blessing when I was on with you every week. I think for
Yeah,
over
we was
at
on
least
every
over a
Monday.
year, every Monday for over a year. I know it was over a year and
Almost
something.
2 years.
2 years, yeah. It was really a blessing then. And so since, of course, I was the co-host as Reverend Dee Dunn, and today I come back in as Councilwoman Reverend Dee Dunn. I was sworn in on July the 1st of this year, and I represent District 1 in Kenner, Louisiana. I'm very excited about that position because it is something that it was a goal. It was a goal that I've always sought after since I was 18 years old. Tomorrow I will be making 69. So, that was a long time coming. But I prepared myself. As Charles was saying, I sat on numerous boards. Matter of fact, I started with my first board that I sat on, that I was appointed by the Reverend Donald Jones when he was the council, Jefferson Parish Councilman, District 3 here in the parish. And I sat on that board for over 7 years. and I got a lot of experience. And then from there, I moved on. And one of the last boards I sat on was the East Jefferson Hospital Board. And that was very much a blessing to be on that prestigious board, because normally, we don't have representation. And that was a really a great honor. I was appointed by Councilman at that time, Mark Spears, to that board. So there have been a lot that have gone on in my life. But I will say this is the ultimate for me, because I've always wanted to represent my people, but I want to represent them well. And as I've said to them in many of my speeches, that I'm a hard worker, I'm a good listener, but my only promise is to do my job and wear this title with dignity and respect. And I do pray that my constituents will also respect me as their council person, and we will work together to continue to move District 1 forward in the city of Kenner. Yes, we have a lot of challenges because of Hurricane Ida, trying to get back on the road, and, we are still under our emergency declaration because there are a lot of repairs that have not been done. So right now we are working on a backlog, but we are doing our best to get things back up and running fully in the city of Kenner.
Okay. Reverend Dunn, I know that everybody have goals. Okay, I know your goals is that you want to. You have goals for your first 100 days. Your first year. I know you elected for 4 years.
Exactly.
But I know you as a businesswoman. You had been a businesswoman for quite a while, and that I know you this well, that you have set goals for the city of Kenner and for the thing that you wanna see done in your district. And I know you ran. I know your only reason for running, you see the needs that the people need in District 1, and let's be honest about it, that when a person take office, they got a hell of a task ahead of them.
Yes.
That they have to do. And Reverend Dunn, we're going to talk to you about some of the goals that you have. We're going to take our first break. And after the break, we're going to talk to you about some of the things that you want to see happen in District 1 in the city of Kenner. You are listening and you are watching Church Without Walls. The viewing audience and the listener audience, if you would like to get in on the conversation, ask Reverend Dunn the question, you feel free to call 1-563-999-1808. Again, 1-563-999-1808. You are listening and you are watching Church Without Walls. We're going to take a pause. They said for a word to call. We'll be right back.
Here at Jones Insurance, your full-service agency, let us take care of all your insurance needs. We provide homeowners insurance, flood, rental, commercial, auto, and life insurance. Don't let the unexpected tragedy destroy your family's future. Here at Jones Insurance, 7603 West Bank Expressway, Monroe, Louisiana, 772. Contact Lois at 504-348-1492.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Bethesda House of Prayer. Bethesda is a church for non-traditional worshipers, a church designed for those who love God's Word. Would you like to attend a church where believers and non-believers can choose to worship together? A church where cultural differences does not get in the way of God's message. We invite you to be our special guest. Our services begin 9 a.m. on Sunday, located at 7601 West Bank Expressway, Suite B, Marrero, Louisiana. For more information, contact us at 504-348-0132.
We are back. You are listening and you are watching Church Without Walls in the studios of the New Orleans Talk Network. You can download the app, YouTube, and also Facebook. And for those who have a friend, you can tell them to download New Orleans, www. New Orleans Talk Network. And we'll be happy to let you be part of the show. This is what this show all about. And I also want to tell the audience that when this show was designed, Reverend Dunn, years ago, it was designed with the people in mind.
That's right. To
be able to voice their concern. This show and this radio station, is the voice for the voices
of the community.
Yeah, for the community. Right. So tell your friend check us out. And Reverend Dunn, we're going to talk about some of the things that you're going to do in Kenner and about your district. But we got a caller on line 1. Call on line 1. Line 1, caller. Hello, line 1. I don't know if you can hear us or not, but we can't hear you.
Well, Charles, let me go ahead.
Hello? Line 1. We'll get to that call in a minute. Reverend Dunn, in Kenner, like we were saying before we take the break, I know you got a lot of things you want to do in Kenner. I guess we can start out. Number 1 is once you took that seat, you discovered they didn't have this, they didn't have that, but they need this and they need that. So walk us through when you took that seat, you discovered that this is not right, but I got to make it right. So what step day 1 when you took the seat?
What happened? We actually hit the ground running from day 1. A matter of fact, before I was ever sworn in, people were calling because of Hurricane Ida and things of that nature. The city was just a dirty mess. So one of the things we really had to do was to go in and start cleaning the city up. There was a lot of trash, a lot of debris, a lot of high grass because it was raining so much and things of that nature. So first of all, we had to make the city look more appealing upon first going in. And then, as you know, we were in the mall, so we did not have a place. So I'm just getting my office, which I would have in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think the call is back. Caller, you online? Are you on the line?
Hey, happy Tuesday. Charles Stewart, how you doing? Welcome back to the New Orleans Talk Network.
Happy to be back, Doc.
And your original When she first came, she wasn't a sitting politician, but now she is the most beautiful politician in Jefferson Parish. Hey, hey, Councilman Dee Dunn, how you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. The city of Kenner ought to be honored to have you representing District 1. You are a powerful woman in our community. You have been for some years now. And I just want to congratulate you big time right here on the New Orleans Talk Network for all of your success you've been having these last few months.
Thank you very
in
much.
Politics. So can we just jump off into the discussion? I heard you talking about the district. Can you tell us what district, what area in the district do you represent? What communities? What it's like on a map? What it look like on a map?
Okay, District 1 actually was created because at that time we could not get a black elected to the council. So it is a predominantly black district, but we have so many Latinos that have moved into the area. So it's it's almost becoming split, but at the moment it is still a predominantly black district. I'm representing, and it's amazing because it's really one of the wealthiest districts in Kenner, because the airport is actually in District 1. Rivertown is also in District 1. The industrial parks with all of the businesses is actually in District 1. So really, it is one of the most wealthiest districts as far as businesses is concerned throughout the whole city of Kenner. So I'm honored to represent that district, and having business in my background, we are at this time actually seeking more businesses to come and be a part of District 1. Lincoln Manor is in District 1, University City, Susan Park, Highway Heights, and South Kenner. So it is all over the place. There is a lot of area to cover. It's actually the biggest district in Kenner.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it sounds like it is the largest district.
It is.
Congratulations for securing that seat. I'm sure that all of your voters are looking forward to the agenda. And like you spoke on, getting the district clean was one of your biggest priorities in your first 100 days.
Yes.
I want to talk about the Latin community that's moved into your district, because Hurricane Katrina, we just celebrated the anniversary here all over the area. And since Hurricane Katrina, we have had a huge influx of Hispanics and Latin families moving to our areas, and we embracing the new community that's coming into our area. And I heard you speak on more businesses moving into District 1. Can you tell us a little bit about the businesses that represent that community? Is there an effort to get businesses that represent the Latin Hispanic community in District 1? And what kind of businesses are we looking at? I'm not sure if it's a question that's fair at this moment, but can you give us some insight on potential businesses that Latin community and Hispanic community could patronize in your district and stuff like that?
Well, actually, throughout Kenner, we have a very heavy Latino representing our district. Actually, with them, because especially in District 1, since we have so many Latinos in our area, my administrator is Cuban, and she's bilingual, and that was one of the reasons why I really chose her, because we need to be able to communicate with them since there is so many. I mean, right now we are almost looking at more than a third of the district of the population. The voters in District 1 is actually Latino. So we needed to bridge that gap in communications and things of that nature. Now, we already had the industrial parks where we had a lot of different businesses coming in, from everything from printing to welders to trucks to flooring, all type of businesses was already in District 1. But having the new airport coming in, building the flyover, things of that nature is bringing in a lot of revenue also into District 1. Not only that, there are other businesses like other hotels that want to come into into District 1 because of the building of the new airport. So we have a lot of traffic in and out of there, which is very good. Good revenues coming in because the more businesses you have, the more revenue you have. So it's really looking good right now for District 1. As long as my constituents and we're on the same page, we are voting to allow these new businesses to come in, I think it's going to be great, not only for District 1, but also for the city of Kenner.
That sounds great. It also sounds like it is one of the fastest growing areas in the whole entire Tri-Parish area, especially since the airport has been receiving a lot of the upgrades that it's been receiving lately. And that just sounds like a great deal for the whole city of Kenner. And I have one more question that I wanted to ask you. What is the relationship like with you and the current sheriff in that area? And you know, we all see that crime is one of the biggest issues that is all over the media right now. And I'm not sure what the crime statistics are looking like in your area, but I would like for you to talk to us about the relationship you have with the current sheriff and what the relationship looks like in your district with policing, if you can, you know, let us know a little bit about that.
Well, I think crime is a big issue everywhere, but Kenner is relatively a very, very safe place to live. That doesn't mean that we don't have crime. Of course, there's crime everywhere, but Kenner is so on top of it. Now, Kenner is moving in a different direction. I think it's very positive. The council, along with myself, have just voted to give the police department, I think it was over $500,000 for body cams. And I think that that's very important. I believe in my heart with the feedback that my constituents were very, very pleased with that, because it not only protects them, but it also protects the police department. So everybody was very happy about that move. So we are now... the city of Kenner the police officers, they all will have body cams. There will be things that we did not have before that we do have now. Now, as far as the working relationship, we have a great working relationship right now. We are on the same accord. We are working together. We haven't had any issues. The council, we talk, we discuss the issues. We are on the same page as it is right now. So that's a good thing. So we are all moving in the right direction. We are all speaking the same language about bringing Kenner up to a different level. So we are doing that. And it has been great for the city. It's definitely have been great for District 1. So I'm very honored that other businesses want to come in at this point. They feel safe. They working. I mean, let me tell you something. You have a problem in Kenner, the police is there. I mean, there is no lagging of response and all of that kind of stuff. And now they're even going to get better. They're going to get better. So things are looking up real well in Kenner with the police department, and definitely with Chief Keith Connolly. I have a great working relationship with him.
Well, thank you for making yourself accessible, answering the questions about the district and working relationship with the police department, and also giving us insight on the growth of the entire city, including your district. We appreciate you for being accessible, Councilwoman Dee Dunn. And once again, congratulations on your election. And we look forward to seeing all of the great things that you're going to do in the future in your respective district. And we love you, and continue the good work, my sister. Thank you.
You're welcome. And let me also say this. One of the biggest issues when I took office was that the gyms and the resource centers were closed. Well, right now, I would say out of the 3 in my district, one is already open. The other one may be a couple weeks, and that one will be open. And right after that, the third one will be. One of the resource centers will be open in a couple weeks. So even tonight, I have a meeting, and it would be at the Susan Park Gym, which is now open. And so the civic associations are coming back together, with their concerns and meeting. And that's a real big thing right now because most of that had been shut down because of COVID. So, and now that the gyms, they were closed because of Hurricane Ida. So now that all of this stuff is being open again, that's a move in a positive and in the right direction for my district.
Okay, thank you for that information. And recreation is very important for the youth, and it is important that we have those parks open. So I didn't ask you anything about recreation. I should have, but recreation is very important. And it is great news to hear that the recreation department is coming back online in Kenner, and it's going to be nice for the kids to have a park to go to, a nice clean park with the grass cut to add to that. Thank you, Councilman, for making sure that happened for the youth in your district.
Yes, we worked tirelessly for that. Thank you, caller.
You're welcome. I'll hang up and finish listening.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, it's time to call you right on time. It's time to take another break. We're gonna take another break. For those who are listening, watching, you still have an opportunity. You want to speak to Councilman Dunn, you can call us at 1-563-999-1808. If you have a difficulty, don't give up. We'll work it out. So you are listening and you are watching Church Without Walls.
They're on.
Are you looking for a home to live stream your next event? Give us a call here at Bethesda Community Event Center, the only place on the Gulf Coast that can host and broadcast live your wedding reception, your baby shower, business seminar, and any other special event. Give us a call at 504-708-9454 for more details.
FAMU Live, new time, 12 p.m. each and every Thursday on the Warren's Talk Network. Join me, that boy Fred.
G Sports in the building.
Coach Hurricane Hit.
Yeah, I'm woke. Elevate.
Ball game.
You dig. You dig.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
The wait is over. This is your favorite prophetess Chanel Jones, and I want to introduce to you my new non-traditional podcast called Kingdom Women Speaking, where you can expect a royal discussion amongst queens. Yes, Lord. And you can find me on New Orleans Talk Network. Tune in, world.
We are back. You are listening and watching Church Without Walls in the studios of the New Orleans Talk Network. As y'all know, Council Woman, District 1, is in the studio with us today. And again, I'm so proud to have her with me. This is my first show being back for over a year, and so I don't know nobody no other than her that I like to have in the studio with me today to begin a new show. So where's it that you would tell your friend that Church Without Walls is back, and that they can tune in. We're at a new day and a new time. Every Tuesday 11. Every Tuesday 10 to 11, and you can download the app www. New Orleans Talk Network, and we're on YouTube and Facebook. So not only could you listen to us, but you can watch us also. And I know y'all don't mind, the brother don't mind looking at a beautiful woman's face there, Council Woman Dee Dunn. And we have a call on the phone. So caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, caller. How you doing today?
Okay.
Yeah, you on?
Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly. You on with your truly and Councilwoman Dunn.
Yeah. Good morning, Charles, and good morning, Councilman Dunn. Good morning. This is Willie, and I was calling. I was listening, and I'm very proud that Kenner decided to use body cam. I think transparency is the key to trust. And if you're telling it like it is, then you have better relationships. And when you have better relationships between citizens and policemen, less crime, okay? Because everybody knows someone's going to say something, and therefore something will be done. And I love to hear that. But I was calling to see about, I heard you talk about things y'all want to do. Do Kenner have a public swimming pool that's open, like Johnny Jacob over here at in Marrero? Do Kenner have a public swimming pool for kids to swim in?
No. All the pools in Kenner is actually private. At one time, you know, when I ran, maybe some 20 years ago, that was one of my pet peeves, was to put a public pool in District 1. And the reason for that is because, again, that was a predominantly black district. And one of the things is that, you know, the majority of the people that were getting drowned was actually black because they didn't know how to swim. So that's still a very a big passion of mine. I believe in my heart that one of the other former council person wanted to do it, but in the area they could not do it because they were too close to the levee. And the reason for that is because once you dig so deep, water comes up. So they would have had to put it in my area, North Kenner. But that is something that I'm still very, very passionate about. And if anything, I want more than anything is to have a public pool in District 1 that will serve, you know, everybody really. But I would love to see a public pool go in District 1. I'm going to do my best to try and make that happen.
That's great. So do Kenner have a lot of programs for the young teenagers to keep them busy? Do they have any programs set up, Kenner?
Yes, we are getting back. I'm going to be working on different programs right now. One of the little issues that I have I'm not saying that it was putting us back, but I had to work from home. And the reason for that, because of Hurricane Ida, they were in the Macy's building, and we will be moving out at the end of this month, which is this week. So we will no longer be having the meetings there, but I did not have an office there. And the reason, because my predecessor, because of Hurricane Ida, didn't have one. So now they're going to move me into Lincoln Manor in the Martin Luther King Center on 31st Street. And as of today, I have not been moved into the building because they were getting it back together. It sustained damage during Hurricane Ida. But yes, we will be bringing back a lot of after-school programs. educational learning, helping those kids get their GED and other activities. Our gyms are opening, so we are soliciting coaches to come back and to bring a lot of this stuff back to the kids that was there in District 1. So yes, definitely. And we welcome any input. Maybe there are things out there that I don't know about. So we welcome input on what we can do in District 1 to help better our community. And computer learning is definitely a must because we're living in that age. And the other thing I wanted to do was put an e-library in District 1 because, we really need that because you can't work for McDonald's unless you do it on the computer. So for those that don't have the access to the computer or the internet, we actually want to bring that into District 1 also.
You being in church, you think some of the churches have any of those programs? Because the government sometimes have summer programs where you feed the kids and also opportunity to teach kids about computers, and even adults, because today you go for a job vacation, you got to have some kind of computer literacy, to apply for jobs, to apply for unemployment. Anything you do, they expect you to have some kind of computer knowledge. So I'd like to see some adults programs for, help the elderly, come on board up to age, up to the 22nd century,
Right. I think that's very important right now. And prayerfully, we are going to try to at least bring in broadband also in the community centers. That's very important. I've expressed my concerns about that. Also, because of the hurricanes coming in, we know there will be another hurricane. There's no doubt. We just don't know when. But when those systems go down, at least with broadband, they can come near that area, have access with their phones, and they're able to dial out. The other thing I would like to see brought into District 1 is also those generators to places like the food bank and things of that nature. And the reason for that, because, when people come back, they need access to food and things, because once the electricity goes out, they have lost everything. So the city will be also addressing those issues, and I think that's great. So bringing in different programs or bringing the ones that they had back, definitely. I'm going to work very hard to bring stuff back to District 1 to have summer programs. Now, as far as the churches, the ones that are 501, and there are churches that are, they do have programs within their churches. So I'm definitely going to look to partner with them through the council office to make sure, and then that way we can reach everybody as opposed to just putting it in one area, since my district is so spread out. So if we can do it in South Kenner, we can do it in Susan Park, we can do it in Lincoln Manor, and then that way everybody will have access to the kids, and they can stay in their neighborhood, walk to these different places, and that's important. So yes, we definitely will be doing those things in District 1, definitely, and bringing back a lot of these programs.
Okay. Okay, congratulations, and
thank you.
I'm going to get off the phone, let someone else have the opportunity, and continue to listen. So thank you.
You're so welcome. And also let me add this. We're just getting our Facebook page up. And so a lot of the things that I'm talking about as the city goes up with the recreational department, the festivals that are coming up, the things that would be available will be on my city Facebook page, not my personal page, but on my city Facebook page. And you can follow my city Facebook page, and you will see the things that we are doing in District 1, because we're going to be posting things that we are doing in that particular district and also in the city of Kenner. And the way that works, you don't have to do anything but go to my Facebook page, Councilwoman Dee Dunn, and just press follow, and you can follow the things that we are doing in District 1. I don't think you can comment. I think that's what I was told, but you can definitely follow. But my office is available for anyone to call if they have concerns and things like that. But on the Facebook page, they will be able to see what we are doing, what we're offering, and what direction the city is going into.
Okay, that's some good information, and I will do.
Okay.
And thank you again.
You're so welcome, and thank you, caller, for calling.
Okay, thank you, caller. Councilwoman, the caller was saying about swimming pool in District 1 in Kenner. I guess I could answer that. To my knowledge, they only have one swimming pool at a public playground in Whole Jefferson Parish. Is Jacob. They don't have nowhere else. All the rest of them is private.
Yeah.
And so Marrero should be proud that they the only one. I think that when the councilwoman, not councilwoman, she was councilwoman, past president, when she was running, she said something that she would like to see done at the playground. So maybe you can give her a call. She might partnership with you, cause she did say she would like to see more playground have a swimming pool. But as you said, Councilwoman Dunn, that they only have one that is public. The rest of them is private. And
we don't even have a public one at Chateau Country Club. That's private. And there was one at one of the private neighborhoods at one time. Okay. But because of some issue that I think somebody got drowned or whatever, they closed that one down. So we only have one. Anything past Kenner, that's not Kenner. The Y has one, but that's not Kenner. That's in the parish. Okay. And that's private. That's by the YMCA.
But also, our time is forfeit. But you want to go over the area that you cover in Kenner, so if anybody listening or watching, I know Kenner, your district seems to be small, but it's a large area because it started in River Ridge, then it worked its way to Lake Amount. So you want to share your district, what part of Kenner it cover? District
1? Fillmore Street is actually the dividing line from Kenner to the parish. So it goes from Fillmore Street on the south side of Airline Highway all the way past the all the way to the parish line. Then you have the whole airport area. You have an industrial park on the other side, on the north side of the airport, and that's all industrial. That's business. Mm-hmm. And also on the north side, you have Susan Park. Then you have Veterans Heights, and then you have Lincoln Manor, and you have University City. Mm-hmm. So it's a very large area that that District 1 covers. Again, it is the largest area-wide in the whole city of Kenner. We have more businesses, and having the airport is just a plus in District 1. So you're going to see a lot of changes in District 1. You're going to see the uplifting of that district. You're going to see more beautification in Rivertown and other areas that we are working on right now. I would say to the listeners, just give us that 100 days. I know many people have said already, well, we see a difference already. We've cleaned it up. We're opening up gyms and things like that. But you're going to see more than just that. We are getting rid of blight. So there is a lot that you're going to see coming up in District 1.
Well, we certainly look forward to to see the great work that you're going to be doing in Kenner, and I know that 4 years from now they're going to be saying we should have been had her in office because, like I say, Dee, I know you're a hard worker and you have a bright business mind. So the city of Kenner, I think they should be proud that they have you as one of the council person that represent an area which is District 1, like you say, is a big area, an airport, and oftentimes I've told people that the person that is council person in District 1 is sitting on a gold mine. And what I meant by that, I was telling the guy, I said, it's almost like if somebody gave me a B-57 airplane, I wouldn't even know how to start it up. And the person that have been sitting in this seat, they've been kind of figure out how to hit the button and start it up, but I think that you're going to start it up, and I think that you're going to be able to fly it in Kenner.
Yes.
And I know with God's help and the hard work and the dedication, you're going to get the job done. You said one key thing that I love it you said. You said, I'm a good listener, and if anybody got any idea,
that's right,
bring them to me. That sounds like somebody want to get it done. And one thing that in ending the show that I always found faulting most politicians and people that work for government, they find every reason why they can't do something,
that's
but
right,
they never work hard, put that same time to figure out how can I make it work, how could it happen. To me, is very few politicians. I know a few that had that mindset that I'm going to figure out how can I make this work instead of sitting around figuring out how it can't
work. That's right.
The government allocate money every month, and every time you look, they done pass a bill for so many millions of dollars to make a difference in people's lives to serve the community.
That's right.
But the problem, you don't have people that know how to
navigate
the money.
That's right.
And that's the kind of people that we need in government is find a way how to make it work, not find a way not to work. But it seems to me that elected officials are African American and white, and the people that work in the office, they put on their three-piece suit and they put on their Sunday go church and they come to the job looking all cute, and they sit there for 8 hours figuring out how can I explain why I can make this work.
That's right.
Instead of finding out from the people how can we make it work.
How can we make it work?
And that's right. The end of the show today. Councilwoman, I appreciate it so much that you came and spent this hour with me to start this show back. And like we say in church when I was a little kid, we said, tell a neighbor, tell a friend. And we asking that you would tell a neighbor and tell a friend the Church Without Walls is back, and that we're going to we're not going to try. We're going to knock down the wall that's standing our way. Together, we can do it. Saying that, Councilwoman, do you have something that you'd like to say?
I just want to say it was my honor, Charles, my pleasure. I just enjoyed this, and I enjoyed it when I was doing it, but I was more honored when you asked me to come and help you start this show back up. And tell a friend, tell somebody, because, again, this is about you. This is not about the New Orleans Talk Network, Church Without Walls. This is about you.
Yeah.
And I know you, Charles, and I know you welcome their input, their calls, and let's see how we can do it. Not how we can't do it, how we can do it. Mm. You know, in my political speech, and this is the last thing I have to say, I said we can do this, so let's do it.
Yeah, you're
Let's bring Church Without Walls back. Let's do it.
We can do it.
Thank you.
So thank you again, Councilwoman, for being here, and I thank you for listening and watching, and I thank the caller. So again, until next Tuesday at 10 to 11, we'll see it. And we always used to say it's no such thing as being half dead. If you're dead, you're dead. We love you, and we love you. And what they say in church, can't do nothing about it. See y'all next week. Without Wall is back at a new date and a new time. Every Tuesday, 10 to 11. Join in and let's knock down these walls together. Together, we can do it. So don't be afraid to call in. If it ever was a time, it's time is now that we need to come together, knock these walls down that's standing in our way. So we are back. Church Without Wall is back at a new date and a new time. Every Tuesday, 10 to 11. Join in and let's knock down these walls together. Together, we can do it. So don't be afraid to call in. If it ever was a time, it's time is now that we need to come together, knock these walls down that's standing in our way. So we are back.
I'm Prophetess Charlene Duforce.
And I'm Bishop Carol Duforce Sr.
And we're from Living Witnesses Ministries.
And we also have a program on the internet called Living by the Word Daily. And we're seen every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon Central Time on the New Orleans Talk Network.
And we would like to invite you to tune in with us every Wednesday morning. Again, 11 to 12 noon Central Daylight Time. Please join us as we teach the Word of God. Thank you, and God bless.